What's up guys, and welcome back to veggieonpennies. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Alexia and I like to share easy, vegan and simple recipes to help you live healthy while being frugal. As you can tell by the title of this video, today I'm showing you guys 2 easy recipes that you can make when you want something that's a little bit more comforting and like homey and like fast foodies. What inspired this video is I was actually just craving these foods, so I decided why not just show some people how to make them by yourself at home, because a lot of these places that I used to go to are now closed due to the pandemic, and not all of them can necessarily do takeout or like home delivery. So I've been kind of like craving these foods and I can't really go get them, so I thought why not just be a little bit more resourceful and do them by myself and share this recipe with you guys. So without any further ado, let's just get right in the video. For the nacho fries, obviously you're first gonna need some potatoes. So I got this huge bag from Costco, and yeah, you want to choose potatoes that are nice and long because that's gonna make you the most nice fries. So try to avoid the potatoes that are really short and like stubby. So I first start by peeling my potatoes. Sometimes I don't peel them when they're really smooth and quite clean, but these ones were really dirty and full of like soil, so I just went ahead and peeled them really nicely and gave them a quick rinse. When that is done and they're nice and clean, I go ahead and start cutting. So I prefer using a chef knife just because it's a lot sharper and it's just way better to cut things like potatoes. So I start by having them on their sides and I cut them in 3 parts. Then I flip them on, their flat side, and I cut them into fry shape, as you can see. So yeah, it's just way easier like that, and they have like all nice even thickness. And when that is done and I have a huge bowl of fries like so, I go ahead and blanch them in a pot of boiling water. So I just have that on high heat and I blanch them for about 6 to 8 minutes. While they are blanching, I go ahead and do a oil marinade. So I've already shown that before in a different video that I've made. I'm gonna link it in the cards, but basically it's just like olive oil, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and also some chili powder. I'm really basic, like I always use the same spices because that's how I like them. Yeah, and I also add some salt, mix it up, and then I add my blanched potatoes and I just toss them really well in the bowl. Make sure that all the potatoes get a nice even coating. Then I'm just gonna lay that on my baking sheet and make sure it's one even layer so they can crisp up nicely. And I'm gonna put them in the oven at 475 convection mode for about 30-35 minutes. And while that is baking in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and make my toppings. I just had some of the leftover like breakfast sausages, so I just cut them up really nice and crisp that up in the pan. Then I just made the nacho cheese sauce from Lauren's cookbook. I think the recipe is also on her blog. And halfway through cooking my potatoes, I'm gonna make sure to flip them so they can all get nice and golden on each side, and that's pretty much it. Then you're ready to serve. I add my baked crispy potato fries, then my nacho cheese. Also I add some of that crispy sausage crumble and some green onions. That was so yummy, you guys. Hot dogs, I'm first starting off with the Light Life smoked hot dog sausage package, and then I just did some shallow slits in the hot dogs just to have them be nice and crispy, and then I just pan fry them in some olive oil lightly just to get them to have a little bit of color and be nice and golden. And after that, I wanted to spice them up a little bit, so I added some of that leftover barbecue sauce that I had, and I just drizzled some barbecue sauce on each wiener, and then I just tossed them around with my wooden spatula to get them all nice coated and caramelized. Then I started on my caramelized onion. Actually, I did this before because they do take about 30 minutes to cook, so I started with these. But yeah, I just did some basic slices, not too wide, not too thin. I used a Spanish onion. Then I just went ahead and pan fried them with some olive oil on a really nice nice and low heat. You really don't want these to burn. They're going to be cooking for about half an hour to like 35 minutes, so you want to make sure they are on a nice and low heat. And I just make sure to toss them once in a while just to make sure they don't really stick. After that, I'm just gonna add a little bit of sugar. I really don't like when my caramelized onion are really sugary or like sweet, so I just add a tiny bit just to help with the caramelization. So after that, I just continue to toss them around until they are nice and golden and just ready.
Cause I guess I never loved you like I love me. I guess I never loved you, and that's okay.
When I'm ready to serve, I just start by using an egg-free mayo. I'm using the one from Bio Bandits, which I really like, and then I just add my caramelized hot dog wiener, and then I just top it off with my caramelized onions. Also, yeah, I went really hard on the onions, guys. I really love those. Then I just did a line of ketchup and Dijon mustard, and I added some carrot ribbons just for aesthetic, and that was it, you guys. Super delicious and quick to make.
Okay, okay, and that's okay with me. Okay, 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 okay with me. Okay, 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 and that's okay.
So I just finished making my hot dog, so you already know what time it is. I'm gonna taste test this and hopefully it tastes good. I'm pretty sure it's gonna taste good because it's honestly like smoked hot dogs with like some barbecue sauce and caramelized onions and like ketchup, Dijon, mayo. So of course it's gonna taste good because all of these things separately taste good. So if you put them together, I'm pretty sure it's gonna taste good as well. But yeah, this is what it looks like, and I'm gonna dig in. I'm gonna take one bite because I already ate like all of the chili and nacho fries that I made earlier. I don't know if I got that on camera, but that was really good. So that was a 10 out of 10. It was the sauce was really creamy. So Lauren's recipe is so good that I just always make hers. But yeah, let's try this one now. Yeah, that's good. Honestly, that kind of tastes like canned seafood, which is really good in my opinion, because right now most places like that are closed because of the quarantine. So if you can make this at home and reminisce on the canned seafood, then it's a winner for me. Those recipes were super easy. Yeah, I was just craving some like comfort food, and the places I usually go to are either closed or too far away for me to go. So I thought I would make this video and show you guys how to do them by yourself from home and enjoy your favorite foods. And yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got some value out of it. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and like this video, and I'll make sure to do way more. I feel like next time I want to do comfort food but like sweet stuff, because this time it's savory, so next time it's going to be sweet. That's it for me today, and I'll see you guys next time.
I guess I never loved you, and that's okay with me. Okay, 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 okay with me. Okay, 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 Sometimes I start